Across Portland State University, the brave men and women of facilities and planning are doing their part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part and a lot more.
I'm doing my part.
We're doing our part.
We're doing our part.
They're doing their part. Are you doing yours?
Obviously, use the work order system. Let us know what's going on out there. Often we're strapped. We don't have enough people to do everything we want to do, but we do need to hear about those things. So that's going to help us out quite a bit to let us know, to have all those extra eyes and ears out there.
If you see something not working or in need of attention, report it to our work order center by going online to www.fap.pdx.edu/workorder. You are our eyes and ears of this university. Please shut off lighting to unoccupied rooms and offices. Power down your computers at night, and you'll be helping us reduce our massive utility bills. Save energy and feel good about yourself.
I did my part.
Help keep our campus clean. If you see refuse on the ground, pick it up. Throw it away. Recycle.
Well, the sustainability department is primarily, also the working with our architects and our planners with the green building initiatives on campus, so looking at new buildings that are being put in. We're involved in the energy consumption on campus, so we're looking at monitoring energy use and looking at alternative energy sources for the campus.
Well, if it's an immediate emergency, don't hesitate to call the safety officer 911. But if it's an emergency or a concern that doesn't require immediate attention, you can file a work order through the facilities work order system, and let us know what it is, and we'll get to it usually within a day.
And now let's check in with Ernest Tipton in the ASRC. This is one of the fastest and most exciting projects in facilities and planning's history. Here to tell us more about it is Ernest Tipton.
Recreation Center is the big hole in the ground over there by the Urban Plaza, and it will front onto the plaza. In many ways, the Recreation Center is kind of a unique building in that it is a mixed-use building, mid-rise, in a downtown urban environment serving a university. That makes it kind of a one-of-a-kind in the nation. It is a first for PSU in that it's a condominium development with the City of Portland. So the City of Portland will actually own a portion of the building, and it's partially being funded by PVC. It's also it'll be the only building in the region that will be served by light rail, it'll be served by the streetcar, and it'll also have a bicycle center built in adjacent to it. There's a wide variety of stakeholders that are involved in the building, including TriMet working on the light rail lines on two sides, as well as working on the bus stops on Harrison. There's the City of Portland, who will own 27,000 square feet, partially on the 5th floor, partially in the basement. The ground floor will be lease retail. There will be 6 different retailers in there, from a large commercial restaurant down to office type uses. The Chancellor's office will be moving into the building. They'll be located on the 5th floor and have their board meeting there, which will front out onto a rooftop terrace. The academic, there will be 17,000 square feet of general purpose academic use, as well as a new home for the School of Social Work, which will be the 6th floor of the building. Without the students' support for the project, it wouldn't have happened. $35 million of the $71 million project is being funded by the students themselves. The Student Recreation Center will be gross square feet about 90,000 square feet. It'll include a pool on the second floor. It will have basketball gym facilities, as well as floor hockey facilities on the third floor. It'll have a variety of weights, aerobics, and Selectron exercise equipment.
After our triumph over the PCAP menace, our office isn't just resting on its laurels. No, we are taking on new battles on the brave new fronts, like the outdated Science Building 2. The fighting continues as we are defending ourselves from an outdated science facility. Our engineers and planning staff are hard at work to develop a strategy to handle the difficult theater of Science Building 2. Here to tell us more about the continuing developments is our very own Mark Fuji.
Science Building 2 project is a remodel of the existing Science 2 building. The building is it's 40 years old now, over 40 years old, and really in need of infrastructure upgrades. So we've got $26.3 million in infrastructure, in DM or infrastructure upgrade money that we'll be spending over the next few years to include seismic upgrade, HVAC upgrade, and electrical, let's see what else, many building systems kind of thing, code required things, sprinklers throughout the building. Right now we have sprinklers in about half the buildings. In addition, we have a capital upgrade where we are envisioning $19 million to build a hazardous waste facility, because right now we don't have one. And, well, actually, we kind of piecemeal it together. We also are upgrading the DEQ and PHL old labs, and painted up with a little nicer, and remodeled the other existing labs. And we may do some expansion around the lobby also. The future that we'd really like to take those antiquated fume hoods and replace them with low flow, really high technology fume hoods that are much safer than the existing ones, and use 1/3 of electricity. In total, we have $45.3 million, and we think we'll be able to get a lot done, both in infrastructure and possibly in the look of the building. One of the biggest challenges of the project is that they will continue to occupy the space during construction. And so as we finish out spaces, we'll use that space as a swing space, bring people down from the first, second, third, and fourth floors, professors and their classes that they teach and the labs that they have, allow them to use another floor, and as we remodel those other spaces. So we'll start in the basement and work our way from sort of lower level, upper level, and all the way to the roof.
I'm Charlene Lindsay, Capital Construction Manager here at PSU. Shattuck Hall is a $13.9 million deferred maintenance project. Seismic upgrades, HVAC upgrades, electrical upgrades. At the same time, there are 3 other standalone projects that are funded outside of deferred maintenance. One to move the kiln from Neuberger Hall, where it's not safe, into a safe environment in Shattuck Hall. One to build out the architecture offices and some other enhancements for the Department of Architecture in Shattuck Hall. And one to move CPSO's all but dispatch into Shattuck Hall. I think the most exciting part of the work going on at Shattuck is on the 3rd floor will be the architecture studios, and we're tearing out almost all the interior walls. We're opening up all the ceilings. It's going to be a very bright, fun place to be. It's just going to be a place that feels really good. I think the energy savings is exciting because we're all having to try and make our buildings more cost effective that way. We're shooting for LEED silver. We're borderline LEED gold, so we're really hoping that we can get gold on this, and that's exciting too. A heating and cooling system is radiant ceiling panels, which is a pretty new technology. That is about the only way we could really achieve the type of energy savings we wanted in that building. Lighting controls, a lot of daylight by opening up opening up the walls and ceilings. It's allowing more daylight in. We're opening up skylights that had been covered up. reopening up windows in light wells that had been covered up to get more daylight into the building, which will help in our electric bills because we won't be using our lighting system so much.